What's interesting for me is I run a clinic on Harley Street here in London. We look after a lot of mental health around athletes. And a lot of people don't realise that it's actually akin to retirement at 60, at 65, is that actually what you do is you lose everything. You lose structure.
Yeah.
So, you used to get up in the morning and have a purpose.
Yeah.
You lose your own identity because you used to be a rugby player, but you're not anymore a rugby player. You obviously lose the money, but actually you lose the support structure. You lose all your friends.
Yeah.
Sport was your friendship group. Add on top of that things like physiotherapy and medicine and all of those on costs that you get when you're involved in it. And where does it drive you? I mean, where did it take you to some very dark places?
So I lived my life in fear, because I think that's something as well, is you wake up every day afraid of what's going to happen in that daytime, because I woke up on a Monday, I knew when I was going to eat, I knew I was going to train, I knew what Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I knew every day of the week was mapped out for me. And all of a sudden I realized that I woke up every day afraid. And that's a very, very dark place to wake up afraid. Even if you were coming to do work, you were still afraid because it was outside. It was outside of your comfort zone. And my dad, again, who is very influential in my life. So I think because I was spiraling into a kind of a depressive, dark place, people who were close to me could see this. And my dad, he's very wise, but he's very straight down the line. And he said the best version of who you was as a rugby player was at the end of the game. So he said at the start of the game, when you face a hacker, for instance, which is the most fearful experience for any rugby player, when you stand there and you face the Maori hacker and you're absolutely petrified. You're absolutely petrified. And then you get to the end of the 80 minutes and you've done potentially one thing that there's not many people on this planet can say they've done, and that's defeat the All Blacks. You'll stand there at the end of 80 minutes, you think to myself, what was I so afraid of? Yeah. Why was I so afraid? And my father always said to me then, he said that the best version of who you was at the end of the game. Yeah. He said whether you were successful or not successful, he said because you would have overcome a fear. So he said every day from now on when you wake up, and this is something I talk with the kids is in rugby now, is when you go and play as a young age and you're playing against teams that are bigger than you, straight away you become afraid. And then at the end of the game, if you've beaten them, you think, why was I so afraid? Because they weren't as good as me. Yeah. Every single day, what I do now when I wake up, I kind of embrace fear. And I realize that I'm going to be afraid. But that's okay. Because when I go home tonight, sitting in front of this group of people, talking about mental health, when I go home tonight, I'll go home and I'll be like, I've overcome a fear. Yeah. So today's been a success for me. Yeah. And I just started to take every day at a time, whereas before, as a rugby player, you don't really live every day because every day is preparation for the Saturday, or every day is preparation for the next game. So them days just roll by. You don't even count Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. They're just prep days, they're warm-up days, they're cool-down days. Now every day has a purpose, and every day I have to face a fear and overcome it. And I can lie in bed, and I do every single night. And I lie in bed and I think, you know what, today was a good day because I woke up being afraid of going to the XL Arena, sitting down in front of people and talking personally about my life. But actually, do you know what? Whether it was good or bad, I went and I done it and I feel okay with myself. And that's, again, that's through somebody who's lived their life. My father never played professional sport, but he's been confronted by huge hurdles and somehow he's overcome them. He was afraid of them. And I feel now is the best version of whoever I'll be till the day I die is not this side of fear, it's the other side of fear.
Yeah.